He only appeared at night, only for a select few. And the German police had only one nickname for him: the Night Ghost. The police were powerless. But this story is not about the chase, but also about how he made the best engineers in Germany tremble, challenged the fastest cars in Europe, and whether he could become the king of the Autobahns, whom no one could catch up with. Let's find out right now. To understand the scale of what is happening, you need to go back to Germany in the 1970s. The country was experiencing an economic miracle, and its car industry was a matter of national pride. Mercedes-Benz represented reliability and status, while Porsche represented racing technology available on public roads. Their engines rarely exceeded 200 to 250 horsepower, but offered impeccable balance, handling, and precision. Autobahns were a unique phenomenon. There really were no legal speed limits on many sections. This created ideal conditions for unofficial competitions, where the owners of German sports cars felt like the kings of the road. But this idyll was disrupted by the appearance of cars created on completely different principles. Meanwhile, a completely different philosophy prevailed in Detroit. The slogan was simple: there is no substitute for engine displacement. Why bother with complicated mechanics when you can just take a huge, rough, unbridled V8 and stuff it under the hood? And the king of this philosophy was the Ford Mustang Boss 429. This car was created for one purpose: to dominate NASCAR racing. Its engine was so huge that to install it in a standard chassis, the engine compartment had to be literally redesigned. It wasn't a car, it was a cannon on wheels. And by the will of fate, one such copy, glossy black as pitch, ended up in Germany. The appearance of the Mustang and similar muscle cars on the Autobahns had the effect of an exploding bomb. Porsche 911 owners, accustomed to having their cars at the top of the food chain, are faced with a completely new phenomenon. American cars were not distinguished by their elegance or outstanding handling at high speeds, but they were practically invincible on the straight sections of the Autobahn. In a couple of minutes, you'll find out how he handled the police, what measures they took against him, and the exact power of our beast. Evidence from that time describes cases where the Mustang easily overtook German sports cars, leaving them far behind. The dull, low-frequency roar of the V8 contrasted with the high-speed howl of the German engines, enhancing the surprise effect. Stories about the Black Ghost, a powerful American car that appeared at night and disappeared into the dark, quickly spread among motorists. Under its hood was a 7-0-liter engine, which was originally developed for NASCAR. Its official power was 375 horsepower, but real measurements often showed all 400. Acceleration to 100 kilometers, H took about 5.5 seconds, an indicator unattainable for most production European cars of that time. It was such machines that began to appear in Europe, often brought by American servicemen or collectors. The German police are facing a serious problem. The standard patrol cars of the time, such as the Mercedes-Benz W114 with 2.5-liter engines, were completely helpless against the 7-liter muscle cars. Their maximum speed of 170 to 180 kilometers, H did not allow even an attempt to organize a pursuit. According to some reports, the police were forced to use more powerful cars, including a Mercedes 300 SEL 6.3 with a V8 engine. However, even these cars, which were considered one of the fastest sedans of their time, could not always compete on equal terms with specially trained American muscle cars. The situation was aggravated by the fact that many sections of the Autobahns lacked not only speed limits, but also the ability to organize effective ambushes or roadblocks. The story of the Night Ghost became a catalyst for change. German engineers realized the need to combine precision with power. This led to the creation of the BMW M series and Mercedes AMG. The power of German cars began to grow rapidly, and by the 1980s, they could already compete on equal terms with American muscle cars.